Hi, welcome. You have decided to give OPTAvia a try to help lose some weight and get healthier, and I am here to support you all along the way. There are some things you need to know when you get started. There are very simple parts of this program. It's not complicated. It is super simple. Doesn't mean it's always easy, but it is simple, and it will work if you will give it your all. So, some tips for you right now. You have got to start with water. Drink 100 ounces of water every day. Water is your best friend, and you're going to want to drink a lot of it. Okay. Number 2, you will have 5 fuelings a day if you're doing the 5 and 1. The 5 fuelings can be any 5 fuelings that you want. If you want to have mostly savory fuelings, do it. If you want to have mostly sweet, do it. If you want to combine both, great. If you like breakfasty things at breakfast and more lunchy things at lunch and things like that, dessert at the end of the day, you can do it. I, for one, have dessert all day long. I start with a shake almost every morning. Then I might have either a second shake or maybe a bar if I'm out running errands. Sometimes I do some of the crunchers or some of the cereal. I like to do that too with some unsweetened almond milk. And then I almost always have a pudding, a chocolate pudding at night, a brownie. Those are some of my favorite things. Now, you get to pick and decide, but 5 fuelings. Never do 4 fuelings, 3 fuelings. Don't do it. 5 fuelings. When you wake up, if you do not have a thyroid problem, within 30 minutes, have your first fueling. Then take your phone and set meal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're going to set timers for every 2 hours at the beginning. Your first couple days, just do every 2 hours. After that, if you can go to 2.5 hours, great. If you can go to 2 hours and 45 minutes, sure, why not? Especially if you have a long day. But keep it between 2 and 3 hours. Never go more than 3 hours without a fueling. That is part of the plan and the magic. It keeps your blood sugar level and keeps you from wanting all the bad stuff. So if you're hungry, go ahead, have it every 2 hours. That's okay, but no sooner. If you're starving for some reason, maybe one day you're just having one of those days, you can have your optional snack. So you're setting your alarm and you're doing 5 fuelings of your choice. And then you have your lean and green. Your lean and green meal has to come from the approved list. You have 3 choices of leans. There's a lean, leaner, and leanest. The leanest is going to be some really lean fish. Your lean is going to be more like a beef probably, and your leaner is usually chicken. And there's all kinds of things in there like shrimp and other stuff too. But check the list. If it's a lean, it's 5 ounces, a leaner, 6 ounces, and a leanest, 7 ounces. Now, you can choose to have that all at one setting at dinner time or lunchtime or breakfast even. Or you can say, I'm going to have a leanest today, so I'm going to do 3 ounces for lunch and 4 ounces for dinner. If you'd like to split it up, do it along with a fueling, you can do that. This is your plan as long as the components all add up. 5 fuelings, 1 lean and green. For your green, you need to measure your vegetables. There are a few vegetables that are off limits, so be sure you check your vegetable chart. You cannot have Brussels sprouts in phase 1. You need to stay away from onions because especially cooked onions, they have a lot of sugar in them, and we're doing really careful with the sugar. So, but I have a lot of asparagus, broccoli, green beans are my favorite. I like bell peppers, I'll eat mushrooms. You can mix those things in with some shrimp and have an amazing, quick, fast, easy lean and green, like a stir fry. There are approved seasonings. Mrs. Dash is a really good safe one, and if you're going to use salt or pepper, measure it out. It's on the condiment list because you get 5 fuelings, 1 lean and green. You also get 3 condiments that you can have. At the beginning, I didn't really use them at all, but eventually I started doing like a laughing cow cheese with some of my stuff, or I would do a little bit of dressing, and that would count as a condiment, or a little bit of sweetener in my tea. So you get to choose. Some people like to use it for their coffee. Some people want to use some sugar-free syrup with their pancake. So look at the condiment list, and you get 3 of those. Also, you get a healthy fat, and that is something you need to do. The healthy fat is good for you. You're eating so light and lean that you're going to need that. My go-to is I have 2 tablespoons of avocado, guacamole. But there are some other things, like I mentioned the laughing cow cheese, but check the list and you can see what you're going to use for that. There are recipes for lean and greens, so at the beginning you can keep it super simple and just grill some chicken and eat some green vegetables. That is the easiest thing to do. If you don't even want to grill, get some frozen chicken that's already cooked that you just have to heat up. That's a really good go-to. Make some lean turkey taco meat at the beginning of the week and plan to have it a couple times throughout your week. There are so many ways to make this simple. You can eat out, and there's an eating out guide. So just be careful of the seasoning and the butter that they add. Tell them like no butter, light on the salt, so that you don't derail yourself with that. But there are so many good options that you can have at places. Always go for the lean fish or the grilled chicken and the green vegetables, and you'll be great. So those are really the components. You wake up, you have your water right away, you have your first fueling within 30 minutes if you're not have a thyroid problem, an hour if you have a thyroid problem. If you set your timer for every 2 to 2.5 hours, you're set. Have your lean and green at whatever point in the day. I personally love to have mine around 1 o'clock. I feel like I do better, but sometimes you want to eat dinner with your family, and if that's the case, have it at night or split it up, your call. And just be sure that you are getting enough sleep. That is important. Try to get 7.5 to 8 hours of sleep. You will lose weight. Your first few days are gonna be tricky. You're gonna feel bad. So some tips for your first couple of days. You need to have some Powerade Zero. You drink that to help replenish you because you're losing a lot of sodium and you're going to feel kind of terrible. My first 2 days, my second day specifically, I thought I was dying. I was nauseous. I had a terrible headache. I had zero energy. You are detoxing from everything, and it is going to happen to most people. Having that Powerade Zero is very crucial. Also, some low sodium chicken broth. Add that in. It doesn't count as anything, but it helps you and gives you some relief. By your third or fourth day, you should start feeling better. By your fifth day, you're going to be like a different person. I will also just say at the beginning, I remember eating the fuelings and thinking, what have I done? This is disgusting, and I can't do this. I've wasted this money, and it is horrible. First of all, things will start to taste better the more you acclimate to them. But second of all, sometimes you just don't like those fuelings, and there are different ones. And if that's the case, reach out to me. I will give you some to try before you have to order a whole box. I can advise you to which ones I love, don't love, kind of love, other people love, and we will help figure it out. But don't give up on it, because by your third, fourth week, you will have lost a good bit of weight, most likely, if you stayed on plan, and you're going to feel incredible, and you're going to go, wow, this is working, and other stuff hasn't worked. So don't give up on the plan. Those are my top tips for success for this first week. You've got this. Reach out anytime. Let me know what you're struggling with, because likely I've struggled with it too. I may still be struggling with it, but don't give up on it, because y'all, this plan works, and it's going to transform your life. I'm here for you in any way. Good luck. I'm so proud of you. All right. Keep up the good work. You got this.